We're going to be able to do this post Captain nerf either way, but just wanted to showcase the power of slay anything's clerics. Let's go. What is up, Slayers? Welcome back to the Slayer's Den. Thank you guys again so much for joining me. Today we are playing a brand new version of a already top tier deck in the Alchemy meta. This is Clerics, of course, and Clerics is kind of an annoying deck to play against, but I've made it almost impossible to beat with some of the new tech I've added, and this by far is my favorite deck that I have played in Alchemy. This is a deck I think you all will really enjoy. It's somewhat budget friendly, so I think a lot of you can build this one out here. So let's get into the deck breakdown really quickly, and then we'll get into some awesome gameplay. So if you're unfamiliar with Clerics, Clerics basically uses the Cleric tribe to get a ton of value through the synergies they present. So we've got cards like Lunarch Veteran, which gain life whenever a creature enters the battlefield. All the life we gain in the deck basically contributes to some of our creatures that get pumped up with life, like Voice of the Blessed, which becomes absolutely absurd once it reaches 4 counters and 10 counters. And then we've got Cleric of Lifespawn, which pumps up with life as well. We've got Righteous Valkyrie, this ultimate life gain slash pump spell creature. This is amazing in this deck. It'll help dig you out of a hole, especially if you can chain it with a few angels or clerics that come out and boost your life total. And we've got this bad boy, which I believe this is right before the Wizards of the Coast ban slash nerf announcements that they might be making for Alchemy. So Inquisitor Captain could be a little different by the time you see this. However, this card is absolutely bonkers. It allows you to search for another creature card with mana value 3 or less and then put it onto the battlefield whenever Inquisitor Captain comes in, as long as you meet a few stipulations. But other than that, this is kind of like a standard Clerics deck, but we're not using cards like Pyre of Heroes, which gives us incremental value. We are replacing it with this amazing tech that I think makes it actually better than the original Clerics. So some of the cards that we're using that aren't in the current standard Clerics deck include a Shambling Ghast, which will give us some value. We can either kill a small creature or we get a treasure token, which is super important in this deck because we want to ramp up as much mana as possible as quickly as possible. We've got Deadly Dispute, which isn't in the standard Clerics deck. This is going to give us some more treasure tokens. It's also going to draw some cards so we can filter through the deck. We're also using this card, Marauding Blight-Priest. This is an amazing Cleric. It's one that I think is pretty underused. Basically, whenever we gain a life, each opponent loses a life. So this stacks as well, so we can get both of our Marauding Blight-Priests out. Every time a creature comes out and we've got like a Lunarch Veteran or a Righteous Valkyrie or even a Cleric of Lifespawn, we're gonna be draining our opponent. So this is amazing card. It's amazing tech in this deck. We've got a couple of copies of Skullport Merchant, which is surprisingly useful in this deck. Not only is it a 1/4, so it's got a lot of toughness to block some small ground creatures. It also gives us a treasure token to ramp, which is ultimately what we want to do in this deck, and I'll explain why in just a second. But it also has an ability that allows us to sack a creature or treasure and draw a card. So this is great. We're going to get lots of value off of our Skullport Merchant. So here's why we need so much mana and so quickly. You guys have probably noticed I've been playing tons and tons of decks that include this combo, but it's just so good, guys. It's so good. It's so good. Maskwood Nexus and World Tree combo. Maskwood turns all of our creatures into every creature type. This is important for a few reasons. Not only does it combo extremely well with World Tree, it also makes all of our creatures into angels and clerics. So that means Righteous Valkyrie will allow us to pump up our life total anytime any of our creatures come into play. So Skullport Merchant gives us 4 life, Shambling Ghast even gives us a little life total boost. But ultimately we're trying to get to 10 mana plus a World Tree out, right? And then we activate World Tree, we search our library for as many creatures as possible. All those creatures trigger life gain abilities, and then it also triggers the life drain abilities of Marauding Blight-Priest. And then that's it. GG, too easy. We just beat our opponent with a really cool creature. But yeah, that's it. I think this one's going to be a super cool deck. I'm super hyped to play this one for you guys. So thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to check this one out. Let's get into some awesome gameplay. Without further ado, let's play some Magic the Gathering. This is a pretty decent hand right here. Has the potential to get us to turn 4 Captain if Shambling Ghast dies. So we could be going against a mono green deck. Gross. Let's go and swing in for 1 here. And I'll play a Lunarch Veteran. Get the life gain. Train Opain started. Okay, we're going against Gruul Werewolves. Okay, so what is better here? What do you guys suppose is better? The Gruul Werewolves? And yeah, why not? Let's go and swing in. We swing in. This is a free 1 damage because the opponent doesn't want the -1/-1 counter. Alright, opponent just passes. Sweet. Alright, well, we are going to we're gonna Inquisitor Captain here. Good old Captain. Before the war. Oh, Lordy Lou. Alright, so we're gonna get Righteous Valkyrie in here, and all of a sudden, opponent may scoop. Okay. Yeah. So, this is exactly why Clerics is so disgusting. And we're not even playing the standard Clerics deck where we run 4 ofs with Captain. And basically, it's probably why they're going to nerf the hell out of Inquisitor Captain. So, GG, opponent. So by the time this video comes out, the nerf probably already happened, or it's about to happen. So my take on it is Captain is probably going to get nerfed either with some kind of increased mana cost, which I don't think that's probably what they'll do. They could nerf the Captain's strength and toughness, or more than likely it's going to be something like, instead of whenever it enters the battlefield you have to like cast something in order to, basically some way to remove the immense amount of value. Like for instance, for the trigger to take effect, it can't just be copied with a Glasspool Mimic or something, because that seems to be kind of an oppressive combo. Alright, anyway, this is a terrible hand, so we're gonna mulligan here. This is a lot better. And the question is what to drop. And we're just going to keep this, and I think we're going to drop Nexus here. I don't like the idea, but alright, yeah, we're going to do it. Play World Tree. This is rough, mana-wise. We're actually working toward a turn 4 Captain, which is a little slow for us. So, we'll see if we can draw that 4th land. 4th land gives us the ability to really pop off, maybe play some catch up. When this is on Rakdos Sack, though, so this could be kind of painful for us. Okay, so we take 2 from the opponent. Opponent's just playing out their threats. No problemo for them. Alright, so we're going to go in Inquisitor Captain here. And yeah, let's see what we can find off the top. Let's go. So we could go Shambling Ghast and really ramp up toward World Tree Nexus, or we could go Angel and have like a target. So we're gonna go Angel here, and I'll just give that the Lunarch Veteran. Obviously gets the +1/+1 buff, but yeah. I think at this point we're playing kind of like a distraction game, and the distraction game with most of the decks we play that involve World Tree Nexus is we're just going to play out a bunch of threats. The opponent thinks that our game plan is to actually have a board presence. Nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with ramping up to 10 mana plus untapped World Tree with a Nexus out, so we can just bomb them in 1 turn. So let's see how the deck fares. Generally, I like to play against sacrifice decks because they're a little bit slower. Like, when it comes down to it, the opponent is playing smaller creatures, so not as big of a deal. We're just going to do no attacks here. We don't want to give them any extra value. Make them make moves on their turn, basically. So, but yeah, sacrifice decks tend to be a little bit slower, like than werewolves and even clerics and mono white aggro. They set up their board and sacrifice things and so on and so forth. All right, I'm gonna go block here. Like, I could potentially live a few more turns, you know what I mean? All right, sure. Sure. So opponent just cleared their own board for us. Pretty good.
I will.
Alright, so we're gonna play Shattered Sanctum, and we're getting kind of close to the mana we need to do certain things. So we're gonna play Lunarch Veteran. And I will also play Skullport Merchant, because why not? Let's get some threats out. And I don't know if there is a good reason to play out the Shambling Ghast here. I'm trying to think. Then we just go next. Well, in the turn, we can play Shambling Ghast next turn. Okay. At the beginning of each player, I'm going to start losing 3 life unless I sacrifice a non-land permanent or discard a card. So I'm going to start losing 3 life, it looks like. Which definitely does speed up their clock. Like, no doubt about that. Alright, so do I want to lose 3 life? Resolve. I'm going to lose 3 life. Play land 6. Let's go and play Shambling Ghast. Shambling Ghast. I'm just gonna go next. We're just gonna do no attacks on the turn. And from this point on, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna lose, or I'm gonna gain 1 life at the beginning of my upkeep when I sacrifice something now. So we have some options here. Not my favorite of options, of course. Alright, so what do we want to do here to get max value? So first things first is we're going to sacrifice Shambling Ghast. And I'm going to create a treasure token. I'm going to gain a life, then I'm going to lose. Draw 2 cards, sure. Yeah, I think we're just going to resolve, and yeah, everything's going to die. So this is 2 meat hooks the opponent used, which is kind of a big deal. I'll create another treasure token. So we need to find our Nexus, and if we can find the Nexus, we're still in pretty decent shape. So I think I'm going to lose 3 life for now. I'm going to play a Plains. I'm going to play Righteous Valkyrie and Captain, and just gain some life. It's pretty nice. And maybe the opponent has another meat hook, but if they do, then kind of is what it is, right? Okay, so opponent kills their Lolth.
In exchange for loyalty.
Cursebound Witch, sweet. And burns down the house. So start taking some damage. Okay, we're looking for another curse, probably one that is a lot more effective. Okay, so can we afford to take any more damage? We got 3, 6, 7. We have 11 mana here. I think I'm just gonna resolve, and I'm going to lose 3. Oh man, that's so clutch. All right, we're gonna play Lunarch Veteran, and I'm gonna play Nexus here. And we're just gonna try to figure this out. The next, we can survive the turn. We've got 4 life. If we can survive the turn, we have got we've got the win. So, and Dewey your worst. All right, opponent's gonna swing for 3 here. And this is 3 menace, right? So, oh man. Alright, so this is the ultimate question, right? Do we create the blockers here and kill the Hive of the Eye Tyrant? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 4. Alright. Just gonna have to pass and take it, and then sacrifice Luminous Phantom, maybe? This is assuming that the opponent doesn't have removal. Okay. So now we have to sack 2 things. Okay. So, woof. Okay. So, my turn. Resolve. Sacrifice a non-land permanent. We sack this. 3, 6, 7 plus 4, 11. Okay. Alright, so we don't have to do this right now. So let's just go and activate this and then just win, right? Yeah. Are we gonna win? Let's try and win here, guys. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we won. Oh my god, this is hilarious. I think the opponent knows that they just lost too, so. Oh man. This is so. Oh man. This was exactly what we wanted to do. Give the opponent the clerics chop. Chop, chop, chop. Oh my god, this is the best. Oh man. This is so freaking hilarious. I think this is going to be cool because we're going to be able to do this post Captain nerf either way, but just wanted to showcase the power of slay anything's clerics. Let's go. Oh man, that was so sick. Look at this absolutely insane board state. Look how many, I had 151 triggers left. They had me on the ropes with 1 HP, guys. That was so sick. Oh man, GG. And Duel. This is why I love playing against sacrifice decks though, because they take so long to set up. They gave me enough turns there to get the Maskwood out. So GG, up on it. We keep this one. This hand is pretty good for a few reasons, mostly because we do have the combo pieces. Cleric still has some weaknesses, right? Like control would have totally smashed us there. Something even more aggressive than sacrifice could have really destroyed us last game. That was such a fun game though. Like, you have no idea. That's that feels so awesome whenever you can do Nexus World Tree. And the main difference with this deck and standard clerics, aside from the combo that we always use, it seems, really is that we're using a lot of things that generate treasure tokens as well. So treasure tokens are going to get us to that combo super fast, which is very important. So we're going to play this, and let's go in Righteous Valkyrie here. Righteous Valkyrie is huge right now. And yeah, I'm going to swing in for 1, just gain some life. Our opponent might have Brittle Blast, which main deck Brittle Blast is kind of weird, but people run it, so I'm not putting it past the opponent. Hopefully they just play like a Tovolar here though. And yeah, we just gotta kind of have to figure out what the opponent's got going on. I'm really hoping this Valkyrie can just kind of take us to the promised land though. 3-5, so tough in the early game. Yeah, I don't think the opponent's going to swing in because that's, even though it's first strike. There's really not much they can do here. Sweet. Alright, so what I'd like to do is play a 2-2 Lunarch Veteran. Pretty sick. And I'm going to go ahead and play the World Tree here, and we're just going to go no attacks actually. I'm going to hold up blockers. Because I don't want that life total to dwindle necessarily. Like if I can get to 27, that's so good for us. Like we're in a great place. Okay. So opponent has a 4-2. That's fine. Yeah, we are slowing them down so much, and it's so nice. Alright, so we're going to go play this as a white source, and I'm going to play this in a couple of more life. This is very close. Oh yeah, we're already here. Let's go. Go swinging for this. Sure. I'll go swinging for this. This is three life right here. This really solidifies our HP, but this is going to take a while for the opponent to break through, if they can even. Because I've got some thick old blockers. See if opponent wants to swing in on us. They're just passing. Let's go. Alright. This is really going to break the opponent's heart. Another thing that's really cool with Maskwood is that since we're creating shapeshifter tokens, we're actually creating angel tokens too. So getting some angel tokens in here is going to be really nice. And a frostbite. Okay, so that's cool. Look, we 2-for-1 them. That's 2. All right, we're gonna do no attacks. But basically, Maskwood Nexus turns all of our creatures into party members. All of them angels, so they trigger the Righteous Valkyrie. So not in a bad spot here. Yeah, definitely blocking. We're gonna create some treasure tokens here. Yep. And what do we want to do here is the bigger question, I think. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana right now. All right, so that's really not enough. So we at this point we are kind of trying to on the turn. What we're trying to do really is figure out how to survive long enough to get up to Maskwood Nexus World Tree combo. So this is it's kind of a tough situation. It's not the end of the world, because basically what we're doing now is we're creating okay, so opponent is just more than happy to just swing in with a 6-2. This is a 6-2 trample double strike. Okay, so let's go ahead and what we can do, let's go and create a token, gain some life, and I think what we can probably do is just not take 12 here. So let's go ahead and do this. That's fine. And this will honestly be the biggest pain in our ass, but I think I'm okay with it. You know, this would be something where it would be cool to, if we actually had some interaction, because this is a threat that's going to be tough to break through. But not impossible. Like, there can be a point in the game when they have like a burn spell or something big, and we might be able to still do something about it. And this Cleric of Lifespawn just gets super thick. We're gonna do no attacks. We're still gonna end the turn. I think we need to get Cleric of Lifespawn beyond their pump spells, beyond their burn spells, and once we get to that point, we're pretty solid, I feel like. Okay. Yep. Let's go ahead and do we want to get this, how far can we get this pumped up is the question. They could do like burn spell first strike. Then we go here. Yeah, let's do this. You know, if they're taking away stuff, there's really not much we can do about that. What do they take away? Shambling Ghast. Okay, that's fine. Voice of the Blessed. Let's go. Eventually, we're just going to get large and in charge anyway, so not that big of a deal. Alright, so let's go here. Okay, now we are at 3, 6, 7, 8 mana. Damn. We're getting ever closer, huh? We're going to go next, and yeah, I'll swing in for the 1 here. And the turn. So we're going to have a 10-10 Cleric of Lifespawn, which is going to be nice for us. They're not going to be able to break through that. Even if this is at 6 power, what's going to happen is that they're going to swing in for 6. I block with the Cleric and a Maskwood. We're going to get rid of the Rahilda. That's the plan. Because they've got 2 removal spells. They've got Frostbite. Okay, let's go and get a really thick cleric here. And can they do... I guess the question is, can they do enough to us to where it punishes us? We do want to stop this eventually though, right? So how do we want to stop this is the question. All right, we're going to do this. We're going to do triple block. Like, we're going to kill Rahilda. They don't have anything. If they have 4 snakeskin veils, maybe, but more than likely they've got burn spells. They're going to burn cleric right here. But we're going to kill Rahilda this turn. That's my goal, at least. They could have burn spell. Okay. There goes Rahilda. And sure, they may have another Rahilda, and that could be boo-boo for us, but yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. I have to kind of just figure out what the opponent's got going on. Okay, little Skullport action. Sweet, so we get them to double spell here. They turn off Knight. We'll just play Lunarch. We'll start a double Maskwood Nexusing. But I could have a fight spell as well. I'm sure there's definitely another Blizzard Brawl in here somewhere. That's pretty cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and play, I guess, thick Lunarch Veteran, or Luminous Phantom. Let's play Voice of the Blessed. Probably should have played Voice of the Blessed there earlier. So go next. We're gonna do no attacks on the turn. We're at a pretty healthy life total, but this will be dwindled down really quickly. The fact that we removed 3 removal spells it's pretty good for us, though. We are 3 mana away from comboing off, though, guys. So the question is, can we do this? Can we combo off? Can we make the magic happen? Okay, Townraiser Tyrant. So we're gonna be starting to take a little bit more damage here, unfortunately. But I don't think there's much we can do about that, so we just kind of have to see how this all goes. World Tree is going to be kind of important for us here. The opponent's really thinking now. There's some strategy involved in what they have to do here. Play black mana to Skullport Merchant. Sweet. Okay. They're like, should I sack the Shambling Ghast? They want to give Lunarch -1/-1 here, and then we just Maskwood here. So we Maskwood. This gives us an extra life. Okay, gain another life. Now, every time we block with a creature and it dies, Voice of the Blessed gets a little thick. And it is what it is, right? It is what it is. And then 6/4 flying is not going to matter too much once Voice of the Blessed gets thick enough, so it is kind of what it is. Takes 6. Kind of biding my time. We do, yeah, we do no blocks. While we've got life gain, ways to gain life, let's go and decline here. We take the 2. Alright, I'm definitely loving the life gain aspect of this. We're gaining some life. Very important here. We'll play another one of those bad boys. We're just going to go next. We're going to go no attacks. We're going to end the turn. Alright, so we have 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 2 Maskwood Nexus tokens we can create every turn now. We just have to get 2 more lands. 2 more untapped lands, and we are in a pretty saucy spot here. Our life total is super hemorrhaging here, though. So we're really relying on the opponent to kind of just do their thing. Okay. Pass to attackers. Gross. Hate to see it. What's the opponent going to swing in with now, though? Okay. Alright, so let's go and gain some life, gain some strife. We're going to go... guess we go here. Go here. Go here, and that's 10 plus 6, 16 plus 4. Can we afford to take this? is a question, I guess. Okay, we're gonna do it. See what the opponent's got going on. Let's gain some life. Get a Fickle Voice of the Blessed. Going to decline. Decline. Alright, so we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh man, guys. Alright, so we're gonna play Skullport Merchant here. Swinging in for 9. So now the opponent really can't double swing in here. We're just gonna have the turn. Damn, I just need one untapped land, guys. I need one untapped land. Holy smokes. Can we do it? Give me the one untapped land. So they really cannot attack with both Town Razors. They can attack with one of them, but if they attack with both... Oh, okay. I guess they could attack with... They could attack with 2 now, which is very scary for us. Okay. So we're going to be making some really tough decisions here. Decisions that I'm not a fan of. Oh my god, guys. I think we can win this one. Okay, so they probably either have a Blizzard Brawl or a Snakeskin Veil in hand, right? So, yeah, they're gonna have to be making some really tough decisions. Oh shit. Oh shit, guys. Okay, we've got a chance at this. We're gonna sack this. We need to get untapped land, though. Gain some life, make Voice of the Blessed really nice and thick. That's it! Oh my god, guys, we did it! Wow. Alright, decline, decline, decline. Did we just win? Oh my god. No, Z, undo. Oh no, they took away the abilities of it. Fuck, I forgot that. Alright, so we're gonna go... I really thought... Alright, we're gonna go... Thick Angel of Unity, I guess. Gonna go next. Damn it. Alright, we're gonna go no attacks. We're gonna have the turn here. And we're gonna have to actually start getting rid of our lands then, I guess. We're gonna get to a point where we have to take this damage. Like, the opponent's gonna swing in. Yep. Okay. Okay, so they wanted to look off the top. Now, it's a question. And if I had like a meat hook here, oh my god, this game would be super over here. Alright, so we're going to use 3 to Maskwood. Then we'll also sack one of these bad boys to gain a couple of life. I'm looking for a World Tree, TBH. Alright. Fudge. Alright, so we're gonna go my turn. Take action. Take action. Take action. Guess we're gonna go Swamp. Go Righteous Valkyrie here. Swing for 13, I think. Let's see if this works. Yeah, we gotta swing for 13. Because, first of all, it's indestructible. That doesn't matter. Okay. On the turn. And now we've got 4 life, basically, in the back of this. Okay, Tovlar. Yeah, we've got blockers now. So we're really just going to eat away at the opponent's kind of life total here. Okay, so they're now he's going to get some trample action, which is going to be super scary. We've got to stabilize before the trample comes in. That's basically what this boils down to, looks like. Alright, so we're going to go here. Create a 2/2 angel token, gain some life. Okay, my turn. 3, 4, 5, let me see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm still 2 mana away, plus a World Tree here. Oh, wait a second. This is going to be kind of a game changer here, I think. Alright. Alright, so... Fuck, I probably should have played Marauding Blight-Priest here. That was my bad. Okay, so what happens is I play Marauding Blight-Priest, and do a full swing, I think. Damn it. Yeah, that was a punt. Okay, so if I had done that, every creature that dies gains me a life. Alright, so we're gonna swing in. They lose a tyrant. It's one less creature for them to swing in with. Okay, so we're gonna drain the opponent just a little bit here. We're gonna end the turn. Now every creature of mine that dies basically gives me a life, and then they lose 2 life. So think we've got this. We have the potential to get this. This represents also 2. This represents 2 angel tokens as well off of our Maskwood Nexus. So we are at a virtual 11 HP here. The opponent really just has to kamikaze here. The opponent has some tough decisions though, for sure. Because I block Ulven Walled, all their creatures lose +1/+1 trample. If our creatures die, we gain life and then they lose life, but I think the trample damage happens first. So it's kind of scary. We're gonna have to do a lot of creative blocking here in order to make this work, because this literally is gonna take both Maskwood Nexus tokens. The opponent's really thinking on this one though. All right, Luck Shaper, can we do this? Yes! Oh my god, guys, yes! Wow! Holy smokes, that was crazy. That was a crazy, absolutely insane match. Wow. All right, so if the opponent had swung in with everything, they would have got trample damage, and I think that they would have won here, because the trample damage goes through first before the creature trigger occurs, if I'm not mistaken. So this is a ton of power on the board. I might have been able to, you know, block here and then block here, and I would only take in 1 damage off of that. So there's actually a really good chance we would have survived that, now that I think about it. Because, like, think about this. We would have double blocked here. We would have double blocked here. Take 1 from this. Yeah, no, actually we would have won. Yeah, we would have won either way. I think the opponent could see it on the wall, like, without some kind of, you know, instant speed shenanigans. Definitely would have won that. So wow, that was incredible. We were not supposed to win that. And that's like 2 games in a row where we were down to like 1 life, and then, you know, our life gain shenanigans helped us come back. So wow. I'm really impressed with this deck, and yeah, it feels very different from the current Clerics deck, so it's even more fun. It's even more redeeming for me. So yeah, GG opponent, GG Luck Shaper. That was a good ass game. This is actually an okay hand. I hate that it's just 2 lands, but we'll keep it because I guess of the potential of the hand. So let's go Shattered Sanctum, and then what I'll do next turn is I'll Shambling and Lunarch, and then that'll kind of open up the ability for us to. Angel of Unity is actually pretty good here too, but we're gonna go ahead and go Shambling Ghast, Lunarch here. And I should have reversed that. I don't know why the hell I did Shambling first, then Lunarch. But call that a rookie mistake, since I don't ever. This is literally my my 4th game, and so far we've won 3 of those, so that's very nice. All right, we're gonna play. Just gonna play Voice of the Blessed here, knowing full well the opponent's probably got some shenanigans going on, so we're just gonna go no attacks. Like I said, the game plan isn't to beat the opponent down with creatures. Like, as fun as that is, that's not really what we're going for here. We're going for kind of like a rampy action type thing. All right, so we're gonna go play. We'll play Angel of Unity here, and we're just gonna go next. And we're gonna go no attacks on the turn. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and Shambling Ghast, Greater Treasure Token. All right, that's pretty nice. Let's go Righteous Valkyrie. And I think we should go next. Let's just do no attacks on the turn. We have 8 mana coming up. Alright, let me see. At the beginning of combat on your turn. Okay, sweet. Sweet. Lantern's Lift. That's going to be kind of rough. Alright, no blocks. This is some jankiness, right? So the fact that they're playing jank deck is pretty scary to me mostly because it's gonna be tougher to predict kind of what they got going on. It is spirits. Spirits are tough, hella tough. I'm also gonna play a Skullport Merchant just to gain an extra life here. And I'm going to swing in for 8. And we're just going to end the turn. I have 9 mana. I need a World Tree and an untapped mana. And we'll start feeling pretty good here. Okay, Dorothea. Azure. Sure. They're going to tap down, they're going to swing in, they're going to do their thing. Our game is definitely not to... this definitely isn't, you know, like really something we can do too much about, so I'm going to have to try and figure out what we can actually do to interact with the opponents. We're going to go no blocks, we're going to pass. But it doesn't have anything... quite yet, so we're gonna go Voice of the Blessed. The life gain, Train of Pain going on for the opponent right here. Okay, and yeah, we're just gonna go next. We're gonna do no attacks and the turn, and just try to figure this out. Second Dream Shackle, guys, is gonna hurt like a mug, though. We're gonna have to start creating. Well, we might just be dead. Actually, hold on. Let me see. All right. So actually, no. That's cool. So sweet. So they actually bite here, which is nice for us. Okay. So they get 12 damage in potentially. All right. So we're going to pass the blockers, and I'm gonna do no blocks. We're down to 12. Risk it for the biscuit now. I'm going to sacrifice Lunarch Veteran here, I think. Yeah, there's second Skullport. My turn. Alright, so we're going to play Lunarch Veteran. Gain some life. Luminous Phantom. And a bit of life here, and a bit of life there. Bits of life everywhere. Alright, so we've got a... we do have a 7/7 in the air, which will have to be blocked, most likely. So let's go ahead and... yeah, let's go and do that. Waiting for 7. Lower the strength, or lower the tapping ability. Okay, so we... yeah. Kill one of those. Yeah, we just end the turn here. Now they're going to be able to tap down 2 of our flyers. Okay. Sweet. Okay. So we got 3 flyers here. Gonna block here. Block here. Block here. Sack this. 2 more. Turn. Lunarch Veteran. Oh man, this is so good. This is so good, guys. Marauding Blight-Priest is the tech. Is the tech you want to use if you're playing some freaking clerics right now in Alchemy. Oh my god. You guys, I'm so happy about this deck. Like, I'm so very, very pleased. Maybe regular clerics is better than this deck, but we're going over the top of so many different decks because of the new tech we're trying. We're trying Marauding Blight-Priest. We're trying Nexus, we're trying Skullport. These are all super important cards because they really synergize with a lot of the cards we have in here. For instance, Skullport Merchant synergizes well with the backside of Lunarch Veteran, Luminous Phantom, and then Marauding Blight-Priest just drains our opponents. So we're just gaining so much life, and this is triggering so many times. This is so sick. I'm having so much fun with this deck, and this deck's definitely a banger. So all right, well, I think that's like 4-0, maybe 5-0. So let's see if we can keep the good times rolling. GG Ustanapo. King of Fighters. All right, so this is an interesting one to keep. We don't really get to Voice of the Blessed. We can Cleric of Life Spawn on turn 2. If Shambling Ghast dies, we create a treasure token. We could potentially Voice of the Blessed. We'll hold on to it. 3 lands is hard to give up. We are on the draw as well. Okay, opponent is on control. Gross. So we're gonna play this. We're gonna play Shambling Ghast. Opponent might think we are on like a mono black sacrifice or something. Rakdos sack. But the game plan remains. The game plan remains. And we're just gonna try to figure out what we can do. So we're gonna play. We'll do no attacks. So it's kind of scary going against control decks, especially blue, because that means they're running bounce and divide by zero. Divide by zero definitely kiboshes our Maskwood Nexus game plans. So Maskwood Nexus kind of has to be this thing we play early and hope they don't divide, or it's got to be something we kind of, I'm not really sure actually. I'm not sure how we would handle this. All right, let's go and play Voice of the Blessed here. Yeah, there's not really a great way to bypass. There's not really a great way to bypass control. Alright, let's go and play Cleric of Lifespawn. Just get a little extra thick here. I suspect the opponent's got Fading Hopes, Divide by Zeros. Here's the game plan. We're going to make the opponent try and Fading Hope and use all of their funky stuff, their Divide by Zeros on our creatures. And then let's just do the damn thing. Okay. Hopefully they didn't get a time warp, because that's when things start to get really nasty with Key to the Archive, and it's definitely one of the reasons why it's probably going to get banned. Alright, so this kind of sucks, because we could have potentially Lunarch Veteran into Voice of the Blessed, but I think we play out the big threat here. And then, yeah, opponent will block a Cleric, take 9. And I guess they just kind of have to make some bigger moves right now. But this is a pretty aggro turn 4. Turn 4, imagine we have all this power on the board. Okay, yes. Oh my god, guys. We've gone 5-0. And I don't think I want to push my luck anymore today. This has been about an hour of gameplay. Pretty solid. Just bunch of matches. Of course, I'm going to be editing when I'm talking about bullshit, so this might be down to like 40 minutes or something like that, but still 5 solid beatdowns of opponents, and we are wrecking top tier meta here, guys. So this is an amazing deck. I'm giving you guys the green light. I'll talk about it more in the deck breakdown, so let's go ahead and get into that right now. Alright Slayers, this looks like the perfect place to end today's video, and how can I say this without sounding too over dramatic and as though I'm exaggerating, but this is the greatest deck of all time in the universe of Magic the Gathering Arena. No, it's not really, but the deck is so solid. As you can see in those games, we went undefeated, and those decks that we played against were really strong decks. These were top tier decks. So I definitely give this one a ringing endorsement. This one gets 2 chops from old Slay here. And as far as if you guys should build this one, I think that it probably is worthwhile. There aren't a ton of rares in here, and I think this one is pretty budget friendly, but more importantly, this deck is absolutely bonkers. It went over the top of so many decks with some of the new tech we're using. Now, this isn't your standard Clerics deck, which is awesome because we get to use some different tech. We're not using stuff like Pyre of Heroes, and we're not using a lot of the other Clerics, which could be a bad idea, could be a good idea, but I love what we're doing here. We're basically trying to stall the board until we can play what I consider probably the best combo since I've started playing MTG Arena, Maskwood Nexus World Tree. It's just one of those things that's so hard to stop. It's kind of like Field of the Dead. It requires a land, which land is terribly difficult to get rid of because not a lot of people are playing land destruction, Ponza. So this deck does so successfully because of the amount of life it can gain. And when gaining life just isn't enough, the tech of adding Marauding Blight-Priest, as you can see in that one match, was amazing. We drained our opponent out with a cleric, a vampire cleric. So yeah, this was a super fun deck. I hope you all enjoyed as well. I know that I haven't been putting out as much content lately, but I hope you guys know that I'm super excited about Kamigawa coming out. When that comes out, we're going to be putting out even more content. We're going to be getting into some ninjas and ninjutsu and a bunch of dragons and stuff like that. So I'm super hyped about that, and we're going to be pumping out a lot more content then. Till then, I hope you guys enjoy this one. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to check this one out. I miss you guys. I appreciate you as always for all the likes, all the comments and subscribes. I hope you guys have a fantastic freaking day, and I'll see you all in the next one.
Thank you guys so much for checking out the video. If you enjoyed it, please remember to smash that like button below, and to help you stay up to date with my upcoming videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. Thanks again, have a great day, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Slayers.